This is a story about a little girl whose strength inspired an entire town and the family who saved her.
This is The Breakdown from Inside Edition Digital. We're sharing the story behind the story.
My name is Caitlin Nolan. I'm the managing editor of Inside Edition Digital.
Addilyn is a year old today. She's a good girl. So I like music and
flashing lights, different flashing
lights, and love to be talked to and play with her toys, and she's a blessing.
So in the fall of 2019, I traveled to Mount Pleasant, Tennessee to spend some time with the Woodard family as their daughter Addilyn was preparing to celebrate her first birthday. It was the latest milestone in a short but significant lifetime full of them. Addilyn was born on November 9th, 2018. She was 6 weeks early and she weighed less than 5 pounds, but she was healthy and she was very loved. Her biological great aunt, Tara, especially, Addilyn's her pride and joy. From the onset, she was there every single day, as often as Addilyn's biological mother needed help to take care of her. Addilyn celebrated Christmas with Tara and her family. It was Tara who determined that Addilyn was allergic to cow's milk. And when Addilyn had doctor's appointments, she was brought by Tara.
She was 2.5 months old. She was in Lawrenceburg with her bio parents. I got a call to see if I could get her that weekend, and I couldn't because everybody was sick. That Sunday, I got a call from my niece that I needed to get to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital ASAP. And that it was Addilyn, and that they didn't know if she was going to make it or not.
On January 26th, 2019, less than 3 months after Addilyn was born, she suffered abuse so severe that she was considered to be on the brink of death. Police said that the abuse Addilyn suffered was at the hands of her biological father. He has since been charged with attempted first-degree murder, and Addilyn's biological mother was charged in the case as well. She has pleaded not guilty. They're awaiting trial, and both of their attorneys wouldn't speak with us. So immediately following the incident, Tara took steps to gain emergency custody of Addilyn.
I never left her side from that day on. We spent 46 days in Vanderbilt Hospital. During them 40 days, she was told that, she may not be able to breathe on her own, that she, it was going to take a miracle.
But it was still going to be an uphill battle. Trevor, who is her adoptive father, Tara's husband, told us that they were told that she'd never move on her own, that she would forever have a ventilation tube, that she'd never show emotion.
She opened her eyes. She started moving her arms, her hands, her legs, her feet. Started moving her head around. Of course, we got the neck brace off and got the tubes out. We got to come home March the 13th. And we have been home ever since.
They still hope that her eyesight will come back. She moves, she smiles, she cries, she shows emotion. She knows the people around her. Her improvement, while coming from a really bad spot, was such a monumental gain for this family that thought that they may never be able to bring her home, let alone celebrate her first birthday. So we were there for her first birthday as the community came together to mark the milestone and to celebrate just how much of a fighter this little girl is. So we spent a full weekend with the Woodards. They graciously let us into their home. They spent a whole day with us, showing us Addilyn's trophies from little beauty pageants that she's competed in, and the outpouring of support they've received in ways of letters and stuffed animals. They also brought us to a Demolition Derby. It was so much fun and so interesting, so unlike anything I'd experienced. I'm based in New York. I grew up in Brooklyn. It's not something that I would get to go to every single weekend. So it was just a lot of fun. You could tell that the community loves each other and supports each other and just were there to have a really good time. at the end of the weekend was Addilyn's first birthday. It was celebrated at the Mount Pleasant Community Center, and there were dozens of people there. Lots of little kids, lots of adults who are close to Tara and Trevor. A lot of family members were there, and you could tell everybody was just so excited to be able to celebrate Addilyn's first birthday. She was decked out in a cute little unicorn headband, and she had a little tutu on, and there were unicorn decorations all around. That's the theme of the birthday party. Everyone was so happy to be able to stand around, take pictures, and smile as Addilyn played with her smash cake. Tara and Trevor were just elated. Like, they were so proud to be able to take pictures with her and celebrate such a big milestone. You know, they still have such a long road to go, but making it to her first birthday was something that was not lost on them about how monumental it was.
She's a year old, and we didn't think this day would come. But we're here. God had other plans for her to be here, and she is a blessing to us all.
Lord, we come before you today to say thank you for allowing us to be here today to celebrate this the birthday of this little girl.
Addilyn survived, and she's making gains every single day, and I think it is so informative that that's what they choose to focus on, and they continue to look forward and not dwell on the past. They barely wanted to talk about that period of Addilyn's life, not because it's not important, but because there's so much more to focus on. This was not just any first birthday party to be covering. It also was a moment of triumph and happiness, and so that's what made this story so special, I think.
People just need to know that, hey,
She's
God
a fighter.
is good. She's a fighter.
So since we reported on Addilyn's story last, I have some updates. I've been in touch with Tara pretty often, actually, and she was happy to share that Addilyn turned 2 on November 9th of last year. She did celebrate her second birthday. She had a racing-themed party, and she got to taste her cake, which she loved, apparently. She's grown considerably since we were there last. She's now 32 inches long and 23 pounds, as Tara proudly told me, and her hair has grown in a ton as well. She kicks her legs, swings her arms. She's constantly trying to put her hands in her mouth. She smiles when they talk to her, and she made sure to note that smile lights up a room. For Addilyn, that is worlds beyond where we saw her last. She's learned to yell when she wants to be held, and even though she is still blind, she continues to show them how she feels when she's happy or when she's hurting, and she does it in her own little way. So she's continuing to make improvements, and she's continuing to push through where doctors predicted she would be. In addition to being supportive of the Demolition Derby circuit, Tara's husband, Trevor, is a race car driver himself. And so they still go and support him in his races, and she absolutely loves the sound of race cars. She's just so content, and you can see that in the video that we shot too, that it's like there is no noise in the background. Tara told me that what she wants people to know at this point is no matter what life throws at you, just pray, give it to God. Addilyn is still fighting every single day, and she does still have seizures. She's not able to walk or talk yet, but Tara said, I know Addilyn is going to have a story to tell the world when she's older. God saved her for a reason. Frankly, we should be celebrating those small wins as they might be looked at, because those are really what make up the most important parts of life, I think. She's small but mighty, and I think we can learn a lot from 2-year-old Addilyn when it comes to not giving up and pushing through. So that's sort of why I thought it was important to tell her story and stories like it.
This is Inside Edition Digital.